What's up, y'all? It's Michaela B here with another Tea with Michaela B. This is going to be an episode 5 recap. If you have not watched it, get on cbsallaccess.com right now because the tea was tart today. Basically, what happened, we had a peanut butter jelly reward challenge. Who won it? Mana won that challenge. No, the new tribe, the one with Ozzy and them, won that challenge, and my tribe Nuku was able to get the peanut butter jelly sandwiches, just a couple of them. That was great. Backstory, Debbie had a freak out. Still don't fully understand what happened there. Sandra got wind that JT was the one who flipped on us and got Malcolm sent home. And then we had a immunity challenge, which my tribe Nuku lost. JT thought that he had all the numbers to send me home, and the second biggest blindside of the season came about. So, you know, it was a beautiful thing. Just go watch it. So anywho, I've seen on Twitter and Instagram, a couple people had a couple questions. So one, someone asked me, how did we make JT so comfortable to where he didn't even bring his idol to the tribal council? That's how confident he was that he was not going home. And that's exactly where you want people to be when you're trying to send them home and don't know whether they have an idol. So what did I do? When we had the peanut butter jelly sandwich, when we had that win, I knew that I had said a few unholy words to JT during that challenge, and I came back and apologized, and, you know, of course, he didn't accept my apology. And then when we lost the immunity challenge, basically, I let everybody go off and strategize because I trusted that Sandra and Varner were with me. And then after they had their strategy talk, and I don't even know where I was, I spent about 45 minutes looking for the idol, because that's what you do when you're on the bottom and you're about to go home. You look for the idol so that everybody knows that you don't have it, and then you give up. So after about 45 minutes, I gave up looking for the idol, and I just laid in the shelter. I would not talk. I would not contribute to camp. I just sat there and waited for the sun to go down. And meanwhile, I'm hearing a person calling me, just talking to me crazy, you know, because he was certain. And I don't hold it against him. It's part of the game. But it's all you can do when you're a person who graduated magna cum laude from the second most selective university in your state, paid off all your student loans before the age of 24, worked 2 and 3 jobs through college, have a career and a business after college. It's all you can do to be called ignorant and lazy and to be patronized by a fellow Southerner, you know? So for those people that are like, oh, Michaela wasn't humble at the tribal council, or Michaela had an attitude, pish posh. This game is not about displaying your, you know, highest levels of characters and morals. I did that in season 33 and I got sent home 7th from the bottom. You know, that's 13th place. You get what I'm saying? So this game is about winning $1 million. This game is you put your entire life on hold. You've shot yourself in the foot financially because you may not be earning an income at the time that you're playing the game. You've separated yourself from the entire outside world, and the one goal is to come back as a sole survivor. The one goal is to be crowned a millionaire for a few months until you have to pay taxes. But, you know, that's what you're playing this game for. And we've seen, even if you get to the end, you trying to take the most honorable route will lose you $1 million. Hashtag woo. Right? So do what you need to do. And in this game where perception means a lot, in this game where your social status means a lot, and like I mentioned before, social status in Survivor, it's what you look like, and what you look like, right? And so there are some people who, they can help their team win challenges and they're not considered a threat. They can be the reason their team loses the challenges and they're not considered weak. They can do less work than other people and they're not considered lazy. They can strategize with a lot of people and they're not considered sneaky. You have those people, and then you have people like me. And in my role, if I do too much, I gotta go home. If I do too little, I gotta go home. If I make too much of a face, I got an attitude. If I don't make a face at all, I don't care. It's that type of thing. And so what you're seeing that I've done a better job at in season 34, if I do say so myself, is learning how to play inside the box that other people create for me, but still show that I'm having a active role in what's happening in the game, as opposed to looking like a passive person. So when you're muted, you can't afford to be saying everything you feel. You got to hold it in all the time. Well, then you find little petty, if you will, ways to get the point across that you're in the loop. And so my petty way last night was to tip my pinky up and sip my tea. And it was an enjoyable moment. So, that being said, let me see. I mentioned how we made JT feel comfortable. Talked about my attitude. Talked about this humility situation. I won't talk about filling space. Clearly, I'm making my own space. But it was a great thing. So, hats off to JT though. Found that idol. That was a great move to get us all the way out in the ocean and then strand us there. That's classic. And I enjoyed that episode. So anywho, that's your tea with Michaela B for today. If you have any questions about the episode, feel free. Comment below on the YouTube. Comment on Instagram at the Michaela B. Like, subscribe, follow, do all that jazz. And we'll see y'all back same time, same place next Wednesday. It gets better and better and better, y'all. All right. See you on the flip side.